Superintendent's recommendations and reports, please.
Yes. I would like to ask Mrs. Howard to cover the items listed under Personnel Professional and Personnel Support.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Mr. Begley and members of the board, I have several items for your consideration this evening. Under Personnel Professional, number 1, resignations, letters A through E. Number 2, extracurricular resignation, letter A. Number 3, unpaid leave of absence, letter A. And number 4, employment, letters A through F. I would like to bring special attention to letter C under employment. Mrs. Roxanne Wyatt, who is here with us this evening, hi, Mrs. Wyatt, is our current assistant principal at West Elementary and is our recommended candidate for the principal position at East Elementary. Pending your approval, she'll be replacing Paige Gillespie, who we all know will be retiring at the end of this school year. Mrs. Wyatt has a long-standing career with us here in Fairfield and has proven to be very dedicated to our students, to our staff, and to our community as a whole. She comes with a wealth of knowledge, not only as a teacher, but as a leader as well. And during her time at West, Mrs. Wyatt filled in as interim principal and proved that beyond a shadow of a doubt that she is a very strong and compassionate instructional leader. So we are very excited that she is our recommended candidate because she's what we like to call the total package. And what I mean by that is that she is smart, she is strong, she is caring, and she has a work ethic that is second to none. So as excited as she is about moving into this position, which I know she is very excited, we are just as excited as we anticipate all the wonderful things she's going to do and the positive impact that she'll have on our students and staff at East Elementary. So pending your approval, we are very excited about that. And that concludes all the items I have for your consideration under Personnel Professional.
Thank you, Mrs. Howard, for that recommendation. I would entertain a motion to accept that.
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Birding, Mrs. Gundrum, are there any questions, concerns, comments? Just like to say welcome. That was quite a recommendation, and I think your time at West, I'm sure, was a wonderful learning experience. You also got to work with Mr. Martin for a while there, so nothing but success to you. Congratulations. Mrs. Lane, call the roll.
Ms. Birding.
Yes.
Mrs. Gundrum.
Yes.
Mrs. Shorter.
Yes.
Mr. Clark.
Yes.
Mr. Begley.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Begley and members of the board, I have several items for your consideration this evening under Personnel Support. Number 1, resignations, letters A through D. Number 2, an unpaid leave of absence, letters A through D. Number 3, employment, letters A through E. And number 4, correction, letter A. And that concludes all the items I have for your consideration under Personnel Support.
Thank you, Mrs. Howard. Motion to accept the recommendations.
So moved.
Second.
I'm going to go with Mrs. Gundrum and Mrs. Shorter. Mrs. Lane, call the roll.
Mrs. Gundrum.
Yes.
Mrs. Shorter.
Yes.
Mr. Clark.
Yes.
Ms. Birding.
Yes.
Mr. Begley.
Yes.